But new for right now, we are reintroducing you to an extraordinary young man from Bettendorf. Back in June, we spoke with then 7th grader Adrian Gillette. He made a documentary about the only school book banning case to ever be heard by the Supreme Court. Adrian's documentary earned him the bronze medal in the National Junior Documentary category at the National History Day competition in Washington, D.C. And for his efforts, Adrian was selected for mentorship through the Next Generation Angels Awards program. That included a virtual meeting with the award-winning filmmaker Ken Burns. So joining us once again on The Current is Adrian Gillette. Thanks for being back here.
Yep, thank you for having me.
And Merry Christmas to you. For people that missed our segment earlier this summer, can you remind people what is your documentary about?
My documentary is about Stephen Pico, who at 17 took his school board to the Supreme Court because they unlawfully banned 11 books from his school libraries.
And you had to talk with Stephen himself.
Yeah, I did. I got an interview with him, and also he supplied me with lots of archival clips, which really helped me throughout my documentary making process.
We're looking at some of the clips from your actual documentary right now. It's 10 minutes long. What was decided in that 1982 Supreme Court case that you followed?
They decided that books could not be removed for the opinions in those books.
Yeah, and you talk about how important the topic of banned books is to you. Why are you so interested in it?
Well, I live in Iowa, and in Iowa there's a Senate file called Senate File 496, which removed lots of books from school libraries. And I wanted to learn more about how we got to where we were today.
And that brought you all the way to Washington, D.C. Last time we talked this summer, you had just gotten back from your trip, and now you have just met with Ken Burns. What was that like?
It was great. I mean, we talked about school censorship, we talked about book banning, and also I got to ask him a few questions too. I asked him how he gets his interviewees so calm during those interviews.
Ooh, that's a really good question. Did he have any good advice?
He said mainly to listen to what they were saying and also make sure that the environment is good.
What was it like to meet with someone that is so legendary? I mean, I feel like I'd be so nervous.
I was nervous. He asked me lots of questions.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he did. Mainly about my topic. And he said that he watched my documentary twice, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
That had to make you feel good to hear twice.
It did.
Did you pick up any new, maybe like inspiration of things you want to do going forward?
I mean, I watched a little bit of the American Revolution recently, and he had lots of like recreations and a lot of cool editing techniques that I might want to like use in my new documentaries.
Oh, he's just so talented, isn't he? And I'm sure you get to hear from a lot of other cool students that were also on that call. Did they give you any inspiration?
There was one kid, and he gave me, like, he talked about how, he talked about his topic, and it was a really good topic. He did his on Sesame Street, and I'm actually doing my new one on Sesame Street's integrated cast and how it was looked upon by different people.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Have you already started working on this new documentary of yours?
I have. We've been working on it since the start of the school year, so I'm getting pretty close to being done.
Oh, that's really exciting. And you've talked to a lot of cool people with your first documentary. How do you reach out to people? I mean, as an 8th grader, maybe you aren't always the most connected or have everybody's emails. How do you find these people to reach out to them?
Well, last year to get Stephen Pico, we reached out to the NACC, I think, and they gave us his email and then we emailed him, and it took us a while to get the email, but he replied and said, yeah.
That's a good lesson in not giving up, right, and being persistent and trying to reach out to these people. So when it comes to Sesame Street, I know we have to wait to see the full documentary, but what's the message you want to get across to people?
I guess I want to get across that the integrated cast was so revolutionary because, like, they didn't have people of color in TV shows, especially for kids, you know? Yeah.
Adrian, I love the topics that you pick. I mean, how do you land on these topics? And does it have to do with something that you're interested in or something that you think is important in the society we live in right now? How do you land on these?
I mean, it takes a while, but
I bet.
I wanted to do mine on Sesame Street, or at least I wanted to do mine on some type of film. Like, I wanted to do mine on a television show that was revolutionary. So I narrowed it down to Sesame Street, and then you have to narrow it down more and then I ended up narrowing it down to the integrated cast.
And when it comes to documentaries, you know, you've won this award, you made your first one, you win this award, you get to talk to one of the best documentary makers ever. What makes you so interested in this medium? Like, why documentaries? Why does that make you passionate?
I think it's really cool to like show history in a way that you can visualize and also hear. And that's why I originally made mine a documentary. And then I have the experience with making documentaries, so that's why I made mine.
And now that you're a little bit or more removed, it's been a few months since you've presented your book banning documentary and it's been out there for a while. What's some of the favorite feedback that you've gotten from people on it?
Well, it was shown in the Smithsonian African American History Museum.
Cool.
So, I mean, that was really cool to see mine on like such a big screen, you know, because it was like in IMAX theater kind of.
Oh, that's so cool. And hopefully this next one can also be seen on an IMAX screen.
Yeah.
Adrian, thank you so much for stopping by. I just think you're so talented and incredible and such an inspiration. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And for you guys at home, if you want to watch Adrian's documentary on book banning or check out our other chat with him from this summer, you can head over to WQAD.com and click on the As Seen on TV tab at the top of the home.